childhood trauma, we don't talk about it as often as we should. And it shows up in different aspects of our life, from the way we treat others, our money habits, and even the way we treat ourselves. And then before you know it, your default setting becomes self-sabotage. So today, I want to take you guys on a journey because no one is perfect. And remember, the aim of this channel is to help young people, both male and female, make the right decisions. And I think one of the core things that affects any young man or woman is the fact that you want to do certain things, but you doubt yourself. You want to be with people, but you are afraid of how they'll perceive you. So this video is just taking you guys on my own personal journey, how I am handling the way I've been self-sabotaging myself, and how I'm trying to stop all those toxic patterns that have become a part of me that I'm like, away, I don't need you anymore. And how you can too. Remember, no gatekeeping on this channel. So we're going to do this by taking little steps, as little as, healing our inner child is like a little big step, healing our inner child, and also real emotional maturity. So sit back if this resonates with you, or you know somebody, or just sit back and let's have a discussion. So welcome to my channel. I am yours truly, Lady Lara, and this is another video that I hope touches you one way or the other. I look around and I just looked at myself critically. That's my life. And I realized that I'm really scared to do certain things. I'm scared to take a different step. I'm scared to speak out because I'm always afraid of maybe being hushed or being told what you're saying doesn't make sense. I even used to do this when I was younger. I'll be like, what I'm about to say might be stupid though. And that is one thing you should not do to yourself, like trying to downplay what you have to say. You have a voice, so use it. So today, we're going to be learning a lot about self-sabotage, what it means, what causes it, the signs, and most importantly, what we can do. That is me and you. Me, okay, me or tum. Yes, my little Hindi, to become the best versions of ourselves. So now I want us to know that self-sabotage is not you being stupid or lazy or careless. Basically, it's a defense mechanism. It is your body that is fighting against something foreign, something different, something unknown. It's like a way of protecting you, like it is protecting you. But that protection now does not allow you to attain your full capacity. And the it I am referring to here is your brain. Now, people that are forming, oh, I'm not transactional, is a lie, big lie, and I'll explain. Everybody is transactional. Even the mothers that form, oh, unconditional love, your children give you a feeling. They elevate your status in the society. How many kids do you have? I've got 5, I've got 2, I've got 7. So that aside. But know this, your brain is transactional in the sense that you carry out an action, your brain feels something, and it releases something at the end of the day. So take for instance, whenever you're stressed, your go-to coping mechanism is what? Eating. So let's assume today you decide, okay, I want to make some changes in my life. I want to stop binge eating. The day you do not eat, body will be scratching you, right? Like you'll be feeling very uncomfortable. Now that is your brain throwing a tantrum. And somebody on YouTube said it's called the extinction burst. Your brain is like, what is happening? I don't know this feeling. It's just like a baby. When a baby doesn't get what it wants, it throws a tantrum. Hence your brain. So your brain is used to being rewarded. You're stressed, you eat. You're not feeling fine. Or maybe you're like overwhelmed, you take pills. That's where addiction stems from, because you need to maintain the high that you normally experience as a person. So it's like your body's way of saying, I don't want you to be hurt. I want you to run away from this thing. And sometimes running away from certain things does not make your life any better. Because the aim of you being a human being is to grow, be a better person. It's more like your body saying, before you hurt me, I will do the work. So let me read out some things to you. Let me destroy this before someone does. Let me fail on my own accord before I become blindsided. Let me stay small. It's easier than being rejected. It's easier than having responsibility. I don't want to handle the pressure. Or how some people go to alcohol to forget. Now, this is your subconscious mind acting out. It's trying to protect you. It's trying to say, this thing that you want to do is hard, though. If you do it. So you decide to retreat and focus on just staying in the same circle because it's what? It's easy, it's familiar, it's it's something that you can do by heart, and that will not help you at all. Now let's look at some of the things that you know that you are self-sabotaging yourself. Now, so what are the signs that you might be self-sabotaging yourself? Now, my friend, due to the fact that I was researching on this topic, my friend was like, that's the word of the month. So let's tag the word of the month, self-sabotage. And I'm sure you've been hearing this over and over again, but let's look at the signs. You are a chronic procrastinator. You avoid things, you procrastinate. This is just saying you are scared of failure. You fear failure. So you don't meet deadlines, you avoid tasks, you just look for ways to mess things up so that people will not come to you because you have showed to them that what? You are not trustworthy. You push people away. And this is just you being scared of being abandoned or rejected. You see somebody who is grown, you have something good going on for you, maybe a good girl who loves you, a good guy who loves you, or a friendship. And then when things are going good, you just ghost. Like, ghost more, they know they see me. This is just fear of abandonment. Maybe you had a parent who was not there for you, or you had friends over time who kept on leaving you. So whenever somebody comes close, you're like, go back. I don't want to experience this emotion again. Also, some people bad talk to themselves. You can't do this. You're not good enough. This is not for you. This is too much for you. This is a bit of self-hate because you just look at yourself and you feel nothing good will come from you. You feel you're unworthy. You feel you're undeserving of the good things of life. And this could stem from maybe the loss of a friend, loss of a parent, and you thinking that maybe you were the one that caused that incident to happen. And for some people, it does not even have to be the loss of a loved one. They just have those negative thoughts and they capitalize on it. They affirm it, which it shouldn't be. You set unrealistic goals. You look at yourself, you know your schedule is very tight, but you tell yourself, I want to do this. So, like as a YouTuber, you're a mom like me, you tell yourself, I'm going to film 30 videos in the month of July. It is possible if you have help, if you have a script, if you've done some groundwork, so it's easier for you to start. But a young YouTuber like me, it's not that easy because we're still getting the hang on how to, design our thumbnails, how to, write your script, how to film. And then you're setting an unrealistic goal. Then you say things like, I'm waiting for the perfect time. Perfection takes time and it's not for everybody. Of course, with time, you can even label what perfection is to you. But you end up sabotaging your life because you do not do the right things, or you do not sit down, analyze your life, and know this is wrong and this is right. Say this. Growth is scary, so some people decide to shrink instead of stretch. And that brings me to my last point. Your actions don't match your words. Okay, I'll be traveling abroad for, a course, or I want to do my master's next year. And the next year comes and the year after that, because you are either too lazy or you're just comfortable. You're comfortable in your zone. You're comfortable around people. You're comfortable with the circumstances that happen to you. So you are very, very scared of change. Now, don't get me wrong. It is nice to be able to predict how your environment works. But as a human being, you need to grow. And I'll give you an example. My mom planted an aloe vera, that's the leaf, at the back of my house. And that leaf has never grown bigger than a certain length. Why? Because it is in a bucket. And that bucket has not given it room to grow to its maximum size. So if you stay in an environment that is small, that is too familiar, you become a local champion because everything they are doing, you know it. Now, don't confuse this for mastery. Mastery could be in a skill, could be in a lifestyle. However, if you want to be better, you need to go out, you need to explore. Don't get me wrong, it is very, very scary, the thought of moving from one place to another. It has to be done. You have to experience different things in life to have beautiful stories, to know how to relate with people better. Because some people are so myopic, you're only used to what you have been doing. Your way is the only way. But two truths can exist. There are many ways to the market, and you going out and experiencing things will broaden your horizon and give you a better life. So, what are the causes of self sabotage? The main one, like, I just need to close my eyes because the more I learn or the more I am healing, I just look at where certain bad things that I do stem from. That's unhealed childhood trauma. You were shouted at a lot, so you don't want to talk because you're scared of getting a wrong answer. You believe that you're not good enough because you were bullied by people around you. You don't trust people because they never came back after making promises. Now, I can remember my first heartbreak was from an uncle of mine. He's passed away, God rest his soul. And I know it's the normal way. You know how our parents look for a way to just, outsmart us. But he told me, and I really loved that my uncle. Technically, he's not my uncle. I'm his auntie, but story for another day. And he told me that he was going to come back in 2 weeks. And I waited. I'll be waiting. Okay, this is not Celine Dion, but maybe Lara Dion. But I waited for him. Like, I waited. I did wait, but he never came. Luckily, I did not have that kind of trauma. But for some people, it is the start of a different kind of life. Whenever somebody says they are coming, they just say, Zayda, like he's not going to come because that's what he normally does. He doesn't come back. But he came back, but not at that time though. You have low self-worth. You sit down and maybe you've had a couple of failures or you hang around some certain kind of friends and then after a while you feel, I'm not up to their level. I can't be what they are. I can't achieve what they do. You've not even tried, you've already concluded. Like I was talking to a student of mine, and she was like, whenever she writes tests and she interacts with her other two friends, she realizes that she is always the last. Like she doesn't get as high as they do. And she was beginning to feel as if something was wrong with her. And I told her, you are propagating this thought in your head. You need to work on yourself, knowing that it could happen. And if you're not as good as other people in certain areas of life, it's okay. It's okay. Many of us believe is when you have A that you are the best. A B can suffice. But you need to know that for you getting an education, there are minimum requirements. So try to meet them. You are familiar with chaos. Like chaos is the order of the day. You are used to shouting, you are used to screaming. So when you're in a relationship with somebody and that person doesn't shout, doesn't fight, you're like, what's happening? Are you sure he's okay? He's all right, he's fine, he's just secure. Whereas you're either anxious or avoidant. So you look for ways to propagate drama. You woke up seeing your parents fight every day, and then somebody doesn't want to fight, and you're like, are you okay? Then another thing is limiting beliefs. You know how we as Africans, we have things like women don't go far. A woman is only determined by her husband's wealth or by the number of kids she has, or they'll tell you all men are scum, or they'll tell you Yoruba people are dirty. All those kind of analogies. I never said they were dirty. I'll just say they tell you. So it ruins your mindset. Even when you meet somebody who might be good, you're like, he's a man. You run. Or these are things that limit you as a person. Fear of failure is another big one. You cannot stand the criticism. You cannot stand the rejection. You cannot stand being told, try again next time. I just read online that Chimamanda, the author of Purple Hibiscus, I think her book was rejected. Was it 10 times? Or is it J.K. Rowling? People rejected Harry Potter. How dare you? Well, look at us now. Like, look at her now. So it's going to happen, but you need to prepare yourself for it. Leading to my next point, emotional dysregulation. Many of us have not learned or did not learn how to emotionally regulate our emotions. You're feeling angry, what do? You want to cry. How do you go about it? You have a pain in your chest. Are you going to talk to somebody about it? You bottle it up, thinking if I talk, they will laugh at me. If I cry, they will use it against me. And I think sometimes it's just a coping mechanism. However, not all coping mechanisms are positive for you. Not all coping mechanisms will get you to where you want to be as a person. So these are some of the causes of self-sabotage. Now, childhood shapes the pattern of your life, and somewhere along the line, you learned certain things. You learned you can't trust people because they leave. I must be perfect to be loved. That means you must always be a good child to receive praise. If I shine too much, I'll get hurt. So you decide to shrink to other people's level. If I express my emotions, I'll be punished. I'll be ridiculed. I'll be laughed at. So what do you do as an adult? Based on, say, as a child, you learn certain things. So as an adult, you shrink yourself. You tell yourself, I can't do this, or I don't want to show myself, so I'll just shrink. You don't ask for help. You work too hard to prove yourself that you end up burning out. And last but not the least, act chaos, because that is your normal. And that is not normal. That is totally abnormal. That is what unresolved childhood trauma looks like. And is you giving the pen to other people to write how your adult life should be instead of you. So for this video, we're taking back our power. We are saying, "Oh, gbọ́dọ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀." Okay, let me take it to. We are saying it will not happen. It is you reparenting yourself. It is you loving yourself unconditionally. This is you being the authority and nurturer in your life. This is you giving yourself permission to play, to rest, to get angry, to cry. This is you talking to yourself with love, with respect. There are consequences for these actions, like in physics, every action and reaction is equal and opposite. When you do not heal, or when you don't get rid of self-sabotage in your life, you lose healthy relationships. You keep on repeating toxic patterns over and over again. You quit before success because you're like, I've tried. You don't want to try anymore. You lose out on the good things of life just because you refuse to knock on that door. You confuse drama for passion. You confuse control for love. He loves me. He just wants to know where I am. He's caring. He didn't mean to. He didn't mean to. Or she didn't mean to. That's the way she behaves. That is somebody who has trust issues. And you are not supposed to regulate anybody's emotions. They have to do it by themselves. So when you don't heal, your mind becomes a battlefield and you need to calm it down. But when you come from a place, a healed place, you are at peace. You do what you need to do. You're not anxious and you're ready to conquer the world. So now let's look at ways by which we can actually heal from self-sabotage. Number one, very important. 001, awareness. What is it I am doing? How am I doing this thing? How is it affecting me? This thing that I am doing, how is it going to make me a better person? This thing that I want to embark on, how is it going to affect my future? You being aware, you recognizing your triggers, you learning about it, you being accountable. Then you need to learn to journal, write down your feelings as they are, how you feel them, and then ask yourself questions like, is this childhood Lara reacting to this situation, or the adult Lara wants to be in the nearest future? You need to be very honest with yourself. You need to be accountable for your actions. No excuses, no drama, just you and your pen. Then you're realistic with your goal planning, your goal setting, you're working hard, you're staying focused, you are doing things as you should. Learn to micro trust yourself. Start by doing little chores. Today, tell yourself, I'm going to do this, and you stick to it. Journal like your life depends on it. Talk to yourself. Analyze your emotions. What is happening to me? What particular thing happened to me that made me feel this way? Then love yourself. Then surrender control. You cannot control everything on earth. Think about it and know that you do your own part and leave the rest for God, or as some people say, the universe. Visualize, sit down and just tell yourself, I am enough. I have everything that it takes to be the best version of myself. Now, this is me doing the work here. I am ready to take on any challenge that comes my way, mentally, spiritually, physically, financially. I want the cocoa. Okay, let me open my eyes now. These are some things that you could do to get better. So, I hope this video helped you one way or the other. But yes, you can check out how to parent yourself in my last video, because it's more like a continuation from that video to this video. So if you like content like this, please subscribe to my channel. If you have comments, you have anything you want to talk about, just drop it in. Anything you want me to talk about, drop it in the comment section and I'll be very happy to oblige. See you all in the next one. Bye. And remember, I love you. Shut